I do send out of studio notices to my clients. Here's the point. You know this, Hudson. I rarely travel. Traveling for me is, like going down to work out at our local fitness center a mile away, or going out to get the mail. That's kind of traveling. I just don't do a lot of traveling. But in all seriousness, maybe a long weekend, 2 or 3 times a year, maybe a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then 1 week around Thanksgiving. And because of this practice of, consistently being home near my studio almost constantly, I try to let my clients know when I'm going to be out of the studio. And I do it for 2 basic reasons. First, to be customer centric. They expect me to be there. I've kind of trained them that I'm around my studio a lot, especially Monday through Friday. And so it's an opportunity to provide them some information so they aren't caught off guard, because you know as well as I do that voiceover is oftentimes the last link in the chain, and they want it yesterday, or at least by the end of the day. And so if I kind of leave them, hanging by not telling them, sometimes on a Friday or on a Monday when I'm coming home, they might be in need of something and they can wait an extra day, but I just like to do that for them. So it's to provide information for them. Second, though, it is another soft marketing touch. And they go in that order. I want to be customer centric and I want to provide information to them, but I also want an opportunity to get in touch with them. Any way that I can stay in front of my clients, I'll take it. Out of studio notices are kind of a non-intrusive, this is for you type of message for the client. I'm doing this for you. And so I'm just trying to be customer centric, and it's a way to get in front of them. And it yields a couple of fruits, at least. Obviously, it's a touch, but it oftentimes gives my clients and I an opportunity to talk on a personal level, because they'll say, oh, where are you traveling? And I'll be able to explain, and I don't go into any kind of detail. A, I don't have a lot of time. B, I'm not going to try to bore them with all the details. But sometimes they just like that personal touch. And so we go back and forth, and maybe I've traveled where they've traveled, or, oh, it's a small world type thing. And that's just a way to be a human being, to be personal. Does that make sense?
Sure does, yep.
And the second thing is that often I get insight into projects that might be coming up. Oh, we've got a project. Glad you to let us know. We'll have something for you next week. Or, yep, we got some more scripts coming up in the next couple of weeks. And sometimes even immediate jobs, like it happened this week again. A company from India that uses me regularly, they said this, I'm quoting now, "Thanks for the update. I guess your update and the requirement for the job came at the right time. Can we get a voiceover today? Can we get a voiceover done today?" And it was just a real short, under a minute corporate thing that I just charged them $150. But it was $150 that I might not have had, or I might have had to do after I got home. And so I gave them a heads up, and that happens almost all the time. Either insight into jobs coming up, which is kind of encouraging, or, hey, could you do this before you leave? And so that's the reason that I do send out of studio notices to my clients.